The movie begins a day before Valentine's Day and tells the story of Sugar and three of her co-workers. We meet Chika, aka Mommy G.O. As she tries to say a quick prayer that morning before heading out, she is interrupted by a text which she ignores and later by a credit alert. She gets overwhelmed, smiles at a photo of her boyfriend Noah and leaves the house. Tamara, another of Sugar's co-worker, is seen having an argument with her husband when her driver arrives and she leaves the house angrily. Philo, a co-worker of Sugar, meets Chika outside their workplace and commends her decoration skills. When they head in, he sings her praise and presents her with a pair of earrings because it's her birthday. Shortly after, Ola, a regular customer, walks in with her friend to have their hair done. Ola's friend cites Tamara and assumes she's Sugar, but Ola corrects her, saying that's Tamara with her very rich and romantic husband whom they all admire. Chika is obviously disturbed about something when Tamara walks in, greets everyone, and hands her food, drinks, and a gift. She begins to pray and bless Tamara and continues some more when she opens the gift and says it's a Gucci bag. Ola asks to have a closer look at the bag as Sugar enters the building, strutting and singing loudly. She says hi to everyone and starts handing out CDs, but Chika rejects it, claiming it's worldly music. Sugar sides the bag close to Ola and begins to praise Ola's man for doing a good job when Ola tells her the bag belonged to Chika and Philo explained that it's all Tamara's doing. Sugar then announces that her mother and nephew are coming in from the UK. As Sugar is about to begin Ola's hair, Max, who works next door, walks in. He seems to be obviously in love with her, but she doesn't appear interested. He hands her the gifts he brought and she pats his cheeks. He prompts her to open and read the note in the bag, which asks for her to be his Valentine. She says they will talk about it later and dismiss him. She is unfazed even as everyone expressed their concern. She rushes out of the salon with the gift and presents it to Farouk, who works next door and happens to be Max's boss, but she's unaware of this. She introduced herself as Brienne and asked him to be her Val, and he said he'll think about it. Chika reveals to everyone that Philo is in a long-distance relationship with a girl named Vero. When Sugar and Ola begins to mock him, Philo gets embarrassed and tells her to stop talking. Sugar gets a call from her mom and everyone is surprised, asking if they've landed already. Tamara says she must be using the in-flight Wi-Fi to call and they all agree. Sugar's mom tells her to text the bus stop address, but she becomes distracted by the presence of Dr. Seed and DJ Susie, and later goes on to embarrass herself by offering to sing his song for him. Dr. Seed gets uncomfortable, feigns a call, and leaves. In the next building, Farouk summons Max and tells him to bring some documents. When he opens the drawer, he finds the gift he gave Sugar and is confused. He leaves Farouk's office and tries to calm himself down, but decides to go over to the salon where he becomes distracted with Sugar dancing and she tells him to go back to his office as they will talk later. He runs into Philo on his way out and asks him instead. Philo covers up for Sugar, telling him she shared the chocolates with everyone in the salon. He is pleased with the reply and leaves. Farouk meets Robert, Max's co-worker, and instructs him to go to the flower shop, get roses, and give it to one of the girls in the salon named Brienne, and tell her yes. Max begs to run the errand for Robert so he can see Sugar again and buy her lunch, to which Robert agrees. Back at the salon, Ola and Sugar are having a conversation when Max walks in with flowers and lunch for Sugar. He gives her the lunch he bought and proceeds to go into the salon when Sugar calls him back and accepts his proposal to be his Valentine. He's super excited and hugs her. He attempts to leave again, but she calls him back and inquires about the flowers. He asks for Brienne and she said that's her name. He becomes sad and disappointed and tells her his boss Farouk said yes and walks out. Meanwhile, Tamara's husband and his daughter go shopping for Tamara in order to surprise her, and shortly a bouquet of roses arrive at the salon for Tamara. Everyone is astonished, but Sugar becomes displeased and throws hers down. Tamara's husband visits her workplace and everyone is thrown into confusion as to who he is, trying to guess if he's her father or sugar daddy to the man's hearing. He calls her phone and when it rings, he quickly picks it up to see her driver's picture on the screen. He accuses her of cheating and storms off. Everyone is shocked by the revelation as she rushes to go plead with him. She comes back in announcing that she isn't ashamed of him and leaves while Sugar and Ola makes fun of him. A man enters the salon singing and playing the guitar, which catches everyone's attention. He walks over to Chika while her co-workers excitedly points towards the door. She sees her boyfriend Noah and he goes on his knees to propose to her, but she rejects him and runs off. He follows her confused and she cries, telling him it's not him but her, and yells at him to leave. Shortly after, a woman enters and requests for Chika, accusing her openly of sleeping with her husband with evidence. She proceeds to fight her, but Chika loses it. To the amazement of her co-workers, she begins to scream and rave as her boyfriend enters and hears her admitting to the accusation. He storms off and she tries to calm him down, but to no avail. In the next building, Farouk summons Robert and Max and instructs Max to go pick up his car. He leaves reluctantly. Over at the salon, everyone is exhausted from the drama that has occurred when Sugar gets a call from her mom. On picking, she hears the man trying to harass her mom and the line goes dead. Tries calling back, but it didn't connect and she rushes out saying her mom might be in trouble. Tamara tries to help saying her husband has connections at the airport and follows her. Outside, Sugar gets on a bike and Tamara follows suit. Max rushes into the salon asking if everything was okay because he saw them both on a bike and Philo is shocked. Ola explains the situation and Max, seeing a picture of Sugar's mom and nephew on the wall, says he might be able to help. Sugar and Tamara board the bus and Sugar confesses that her mom and nephew came all the way from Ohafia, North London. When they get to the park and can't find them, Sugar breaks down and admits to Tamara that the boy isn't her nephew but her son and says she has always wanted Tamara's perfect life. Tamara also said she admires her and wanted to be her too and tries to cheer her up. Meanwhile, Noah and Chika are before their pastor. Chika confesses to sleeping with the man for money because her rent expired and Noah couldn't assist. The pastor tries to remedy the situation, but Noah's mind was already made up. While searching for her mom and son, Tamara gets a call from Philo that Max found them already. Sugar arrives at the salon and is overjoyed from seeing her son and mom. She goes out to thank Max, but finds his boss scolding him because he was out with his car. She tries talking to him, but he brushes her off. Philo is surprised to see Vero and to talk about their relationship. Tamara goes home and apologizes to her husband and he forgives her. The next day, being Valentine's Day, Sugar goes in to check on her son before heading to work. Philo tries to comfort Chika and tells her Vero decided to move to Lagos to be with him. And with everyone present, Tamara's husband walks in with a gift bag and offers to take her on a date. She then announces that she has an idea. Sugar goes to visit Max at his house, and Max, thinking it was Robert at the door, finds Sugar. She explains that Robert gave her the address. She begs, and he finally forgives her, and she invites him to the dinner at Tamara's house. The movie ends with everyone eating and laughing.
Hey, chill out.